What's up, everybody? It's Spirit with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Medieval Engineers. When we left off in the last episode, I kind of went on a quest of sorts to find a method to transport relatively easily, or as easily as I can get it, supplies up to the new castle area. And I ended up kind of brainstorming a little bit on how to do that with like some kind of cart. I got a couple of comments that were interesting and some were actually pretty helpful. One was from HR1S7I, which I don't know if I'm if I'm getting that right or not, but that's what I saw. About wondering if I could do some kind of rope line type system to carry things via a cart that way. That intrigued me. I hadn't thought of that. I did some research, and from what I can tell, ropes have, like rope drums, have a limit of apparently around 40 meters, if I understood it correctly. And I don't really know how you would transfer them, is the thing. Like, if you had a cart running along a rope line, you would have to leapfrog it from rope to rope to rope to rope to get it to work. And I don't know how you would do that with the way the current system is of basically just tethering it from one end to another. If there's a way to do that, that would be an interesting method, because I like the idea of like a pulley system type thing. It'd be kind of cool. But I don't know how to do it offhand, and I'm not even sure if it's really doable for the kind of thing we're talking about doing. If it is, though, and if you guys have come up with something or whatever, do let me know, because that does sound interesting. So today we are going to be probably trying to work on that, actually, is building building a thing. That's a thing, right? Building a cart of sorts, because two other comments, actually, well, one was part of the same one. It was also from HR1S7I, but also from Gerfalcon Gaming? Gyrfalcon? I'm not sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. Both of which mentioned if I put a bar along the back of the cart pulley thing that I had made in the last episode, it would keep it from running off when I stopped. So that was kind of a good answer to that one, and it kind of fixed the main problem I had with that current cart design. Another one was from Ian RM. I think I'm saying that right. I hope so. Mentioned why I needed such a long walkway thing as I built that at the very beginning of the last episode with the laying out the path. The truth is I don't. I don't really need a walkway that large. And there really isn't a benefit as to just running up the hill. It's mostly just from a role-playing type standpoint of having a path kind of thing. Eventually, the other reason I thought of doing that was eventually I'm probably going to be doing some kind of defense wall thing along that path to where it kind of funnels you up that staircase, so that way if I get attacked by barbarians or something like that, I can basically funnel them into something. That was the original idea behind it, but truth be told, there really isn't that much of a reason to do it that way. I thought it worked more completely and it looked nicer than just trying to have like just some random just walk up the hill to the castle. But yeah, the way I'm building it, though, with a lot of the humps in it where it goes from a slope to a straight, I don't know if it would be very conducive for a cart or anything in that respect. So yeah, I don't know if it's that actually real world useful. So first of all, actually, before I do that, I need 4 of these catch blocks. So I need 1 round and 1 square timber. So that's 2 of these, I think, 2 logs. I'm also going to need 4 wheels, which is 2 timber. And other than that, I think it's just timber. Oh, and the storage crates, but I have a few of those. Wait, where'd they go? This one. Which is also... So I can make 2 chests per 1 log, so that works out. There's also these new wooden crates. Essentially, I might make them for, like, the small stones and stuff, because they basically carry a lot of one item. You can only put... If any of you remember Feed the Beast, think barrels, where you can only put one item in them, but you can put a lot of items in it, is the idea. Yeah, it even says here, this crate can store... this crate can storage a large amount of the same type, item type, much like a stockpile. Unlike the stockpile, however, a single crate can change its content type. Engineers using this crate also seem to mark the contents on the crate's front side. So it also incorporates the sign mechanic, so you'll have a little icon showing you what kind of thing that is. So that's pretty cool overall. So for round, we need one set of round, one set of squared. Wait a minute, round timber and timber. Oh, I always forget that it has to go in the crafting table. It's so weird. Okay. So I need 4 of these. And that'll work. They do not stack, unfortunately. That sucks. Okay, and were these round? No, just regular timber. Okay, so I need... actually, I'm gonna need another one of these, I think. Another one of these logs. Thankfully, we have a few. Let's grab these right here. That should do for now. So ultimately, this isn't too difficult to build or anything, because it's basically just timber. Wait, where'd I get... Oh, never mind. It's pretty much just timber, so it's really not... I purposefully avoided using anything that was like metal or... Oh boy. Stuff like that, just so I didn't have to use a ton of resources and it would basically just be trees and whatnot. Unfortunately, I might need to make a couple more crates real quick. Just to... Let's see, that's going to replace it. Yeah, there we go. We can throw this in here. Actually, I could throw some of these in here, just because I don't need them in my inventory active right this minute. So let's make 2 of those. I'm pretty sure these stack. They do not. Crap. Okay. Well, once again, we'll just leave those. So, for now, though, I'm going to need a few more timber. Now, I unfortunately did not have the insight to actually write down the measurements of my cart design that I came up with in the last episode. However, if my memory serves, I believe it was 15 long... No, 15 wide by 22 long, I think. So we're going to operate on that assumption. Let's grab this here. Now for the beginning, we need to probably snap it to the ground, I guess. So let's just put... Meh. I was able to build it in the flying mode before, so that was nice. There we go. Why are you not... Why you no build? Hello? Why won't that build there? Ugh. Okay. Seriously, why not? Like, I'm putting the bottom right there. What is the problem? Okay, I really don't understand that at all, actually. Am I missing something? Like, can it not go up a certain height? What is going on? It works in creative mode. Okay. Wait, but that'll work. What? 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 This makes no sense. Oh, am I in the way? Hold up. I think I'm in the way. For some reason, because this works, and now it won't. So I'm kind of thinking I'm in the way, but then I can't seem to get this to snap to the top. This is so weird. There we go. That was funky. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Alright, so if my memory serves, this is 10 blocks on the regular timber. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Okay. Hello. So that's 10. And what did I say? 15? So we should be okay with a 5 on the end. I am not building this to look really all that great or anything. I'm just basically building it. Like, I'm not really worried about it looking right or anything. I'm just building it at this point. Okay. Actually, I don't remember if it was that high or not. One other thing that I'm not really familiar with, to be honest, is exactly what tools and stuff you would use for removing some of this stuff. Like, if I wanted to remove that, do I use the mallet? Because that's what you use to destroy most things, but this doesn't look like it's... Oh, wait. That worked. Alright, and just to double check, we have 1 here. So it should go back into my inventory if this is working correctly. Yeah, okay. And I don't know if the actual axe would have been any faster or not. So that's 15, or at least it should be. Okay, so then what? I said 22 was the other one? Was going this way? So if I do 9, that should be 10. And then 20 and 22. Should be how that works, in theory. The temperamentality of getting this to build is kind of odd to me. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but whatever. Like, I can't be that close to a block, heaven forbid. The weirdest part to that is that you have to actually be close to get it to snap correctly, so I don't know why it's so temperamental about how close you are. Especially since it doesn't seem to do that in creative mode. So that whole thing, I've never really tried to build this way in survival, so it's just kind of odd to me. Oh wait, no, that's not 9. Poo. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Because now if I just snap a regular one on there, it should line up. In theory. There we go. Okay. So that's that frame, so now all we should have to do is fill in the blanks. Did I actually have this much timber? I guess I did, holy crap. I was like, this seems like it's working really well, like I've actually got quite a bit. I might need to go 3 high. Because I'll have to, well, this is fine for now. Because I can build it more once I put these on and we get the wheels going and stuff, I can actually put it back where it needs to be. So we'll do the one-sided, let's put it 3 should work. And that's 2 and 3. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. Alright. So yeah, you kind of get the idea of how this is going. So let me do some other bits and bobs and get this kind of set up. Wait, which way does this need to go? That way. Right? There we go. So yeah, let me get this set up, and then we'll come back and do some testing. Okay, so at this point, I think we have it actually pretty squared away. And if we drop down in here, in this crevice, we can actually kind of drive it around, which, as everybody suggested, what am I running into here? The back bar works perfectly, so that was a really cool idea. And then I kind of just put this stake here as just kind of a you know, slow it down kind of thing. So we still have these two crates in here. Now, I did try a version of this, and for whatever reason, when I placed these down, it didn't seem to let the thing move anymore. So I'm a little curious about why. So before we put anything in here, let's just double check. Okay, it still moves. I don't know what it was before that seemed to have kind of broke that. But whatever. I mean, it's working now, so... The only thing is, I'm not sure I made this little area wide enough. I'm invisible, by the way. I'm still invisible. I don't really know why. But I'm not really sure I made this section wide enough. Another thing that I tried to do, which may have been the culprit, since it's the newest block, is make the wooden crate. And I'm not sure if that messed anything up, or if it actually takes weight into account. That's another factor that I'm not sure about at this point. I don't really have a good read on where the... Ah, there we go. So I'm guessing this end up is what the arrow's for. And it works out perfectly that it fits right like that. Now, before I put anything in it, let's test this out again. We're still moving. Okay. So far so good. But I decided to try and do the crate, and I might do one for dirt as well, but because of mainly the large stones. So let's see how this works. When we put, so that's 98, and at this point now the cart didn't move before. Oh, no, it's still moving. So I must have just done something and it turned it into a static grid or something. I don't really know. But like for dirt and stuff, I might want to put them in a crate too. We've got a lot of dirt. That could free up two... that could actually free up 2 chests. So let's try that. And when we... Unfortunately, when we break down... Nope, wrong button. Whatever. Unfortunately, though, when we break down the... maybe that's what it... Maybe I didn't paste it to the floor or something correctly. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't really have any idea. And we'll throw the sticks in there like so. And boom. Now let's just again double check. Alright. It might actually be moving a little bit slower, so maybe it does take weight into account. I'm not really sure about all that, but it seems to be working okay at the moment. So that's 1 chest cleared. Now, unfortunately, we have to recreate the chest every time we break one of these down. It doesn't just give you the chest back, which is kind of meh. But you can see there we just got the timber back, and now these 2 are clear, I think. We're gonna have to make a new mallet here in a second. If I keep having to break all this crap down. The other thing I'm not sure about, it stands to reason that you could, but I wonder if I can make, stockpiles on the, yeah, on the actual cart thing. Actually, let's go ahead and try it. What do we have? So 2. Grid size-wise, I'm not sure if it can reach it or not. I don't know about that. I don't know if it would let me do that. Though, I honestly am not sure if the crates are really... I mean, if the stockpiles are really all that necessary at this point. When you consider... What do we have in there? We broke down 4, right? So let's do that. But when you consider the fact that, like, this is holding 1,200 of an item, I'm wondering if you could just do the same thing with logs. Let's actually compare. There's 21 slots. I can't see them doing this on purpose. And there's 33. Okay, so the stockpile actually does carry more. 33, 39. Okay. Okay. So with something like this where they don't stack, it's going to take up just as much space and you actually have more. Yay, our flax grew again. Woohoo! But yeah, I really would be curious about whether or not that rope idea would work. I'm starting to wonder if I pasted these in on themselves or something and not the floor, and if maybe that was the problem. Okay. So at this point, we should be able to just start loading up stuff. Let's do all of this kind of stuff first. And well, actually, I'll keep those on me. What I may not is the large stone. Oh, you can't put that in there. Crap. Okay, I wonder if we should make... What I should probably do is a bunch of crates. Let's again just double check now that we've loaded up more. It does feel a little bit slower. So I don't know if it's actually taking weight into account or not. I kind of think it is. Okay. So let me see here. We do have enough for another crate, so let's make another crate. And I'll probably want to try... we don't have to get everything in one load either. I'm trying to maximize as much as I can, but we don't really need to get everything in one go. Since I have these, let's just grab that. But in theory, if I have enough room for stuff... Crud muffin! The inventory does not accept this item. Dag nabbit, I was afraid of that. How about logs? Probably not if you need stockpiles. Oops, I didn't mean to turn my cart. Dang it. Okay. Well, that's not gonna work well. I could load up my personal inventory with all of that stuff. Let's see if timber works. Because if timber works, I could always break down... No, it won't let me do... pretty much anything that needs a stockpile is what I'm gathering at this point. I was not expecting that, though. That sucks. I know I could just be grabbing all or one of them, but shift-clicking is just easier. I don't know. Oh, ironworks. Hello. Okay. Once again, let's just double check, make sure we can move this. I mean, it's a little slower, but it's fine. It works. I can't put... Yeah, no, I can't put stuff in here, so that's not gonna work. I wonder if I did a... Is there a small stockpile for timbers and logs and all that stuff? I know there's a small one for stone. Where is it? Wait a minute. This is large. Where'd it go? Is it in the crafting table? Wood crafting? Maybe? Here we go. Small stockpile for stones, timber, and logs. This is 4 timber, 4 timber, and 4 timber. I'm gonna try one of these real quick, just to see if it works. Hello? Thank you. Because we can always use more timber anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. But if it works, then I'll try and reconsolidate to make all of that a bit more usable. Let's try for stone. Wait. Oh, right. There we go. Alright, let's see if you will work here. Oh! Oh, it does. Okay. It just doesn't have much room. I guess we'll do that there. Now, unfortunately, because of how I set this up, I don't think, since they're that large, I don't think this is going to actually work here. Even if I made another small one, this is... let's see, do I have a timber? I like using the timber for measuring, basically. Because you can get it down to 1 block. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think it's 7 by... a little hard to tell from here. Can't quite get an angle on it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bigger thing is the width here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no. I could extend this back a little bit more. That's always an option, now that I think about it. So let me play around with this a little bit. I might experiment and extend this a little bit and see where I can get. Alrighty, so we actually have packed up everything. I managed to pack up pretty much everything. I extended this back part, obviously, and added a small stockpile for the logs and timber and stone. And as you saw, we had the ore in one of these crates, so I had actually made another ore stockpile and then realized, oh yeah, I have them in the crate. I don't really need to do that. I also managed to put pretty much everything in here. The only thing that I haven't been able to fully keep was the timber. The timber, I'm keeping some in my inventory because I didn't have enough space for them in the timber stockpile thingamajigger. So, with that, I say, let's take this little door stopper out of the way, eventually, and take the cart on its maiden voyage. The USS U-Haul, I guess. So yeah, it does seem to be working pretty good as far as the added weight and stuff doesn't seem to have made it too crazy. And while it is tough to slow it down, like I'm actually holding the S button to walk backwards, it is doable by the looks of things. So I hope it works, because if it doesn't, we're kind of screwed. I kind of packed up my whole house here. I don't know why I'm invisible though. It's kind of... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can I make it up the hill? Is that not going to be a thing? Why is my one wheel off the ground? Alright, let's try and... Can we... I didn't account for this. Okay, well that could be an issue. I don't really know how the game equates weight and all that stuff, so I don't know how to compensate for that. It's also very annoying that I can't see myself, because I don't know how I'm turned or moved. I'm just going off of control keys and stuff as to how I'm moving and stuff. Why my one wheel is off the ground, I don't know. It shouldn't be, but it is. Okay, there we go. It just stops. Like, it's not even like trying to go. It just straight stops. I wonder if I run, maybe. I didn't think about running. Would running get it further? I don't know why it's twisting. That's the weird part, is it's like, it's a square cart. It should be flat. And yet when I run, it looks like it kind of twists and then just kind of stops. So the unfortunate part is this works. However, maybe if I go up over this way, like go down this road, and then kind of cut quickly after I get up some speed, maybe it'll... I don't know, it seems to be controlling kind of weird. Like this? Like, what is going on here? What is happening? Do we know? Do we know why we're just, like, floating up in the air now, all of a sudden? I mean, I guess it's kind of beached like a whale. I don't know. This is weird. Okay, now that's not good. It's not even moving, really. The weird part to this is that in some ways works fine. And then all of a sudden it just like stops working like this. Why am I up so high to where none of the wheels are moving? How could you possibly get to the point where none of the wheels are touching? You know what I mean? Like, that's the strange part, is it's kind of moving a little bit, but at the same time, apparently there's just a rock in the middle underground here, and it just can't go anywhere. So it's very, very weird. I wonder if I took some of the weight. I really don't know how weight is accounted for. Like, if I took all of this, does it move better? Not by much, though I'm stuck. But see, I don't get how you get stuck. Because, like, it was never moving fast enough that it should have ever gotten to a point where one of the wheels wasn't in some kind of movable position. So I just don't know what's going on right now. Like, it doesn't... It's barely moving at all. Now it's moving kind of sideways. Like, I don't know what is going on here. I'm just completely stuck. It's just not going anywhere. But it should, because, like, the wheels are pretty much on the ground. So it should back up at least if I try and back up. And it's, like, glued to the ground somehow. And I have absolutely zero idea why this is behaving this way. I don't get it. Even that, you can see it. Like, you can see under this, which means at some point the wheels are holding it up. If you can see all under the ground, it should be holding it up. So why it won't move, I have no idea. It really makes no sense to me, but this is going to be a problem. Considering that I broke down all of my workstations and everything, and essentially everything is on this cart. Okay, so I reloaded this. I have a save point at basically all the different stages, so let's see if we can't... Okay, this makes sense. Now it's just not moving at all. See, this is what I mean. Like, it moved before we drove it. So why is it just not moving all of a sudden? That makes no sense. I wonder if it's this stuff. I don't know what would be considered heavier. Doesn't it give a weight? 161 kilograms. 1,000 kilograms. Well, there could be part of the problem. 100. 60. That's a lot for that small of an area. 600. 200. So let's grab this. Now with the added removal, rather, of some of that weight. But why won't it move now? There we go. Oh, I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. I fully accept this. Do I have enough room? I do. Pay no attention to the fact that I completely ignored my, roadblock there. That had nothing to do with it. Still, though, it was probably a good idea to take some of that weight out. I wonder if I go this way, if it's any better, and just kind of try and navigate around the trees, or... what? Now, I do feel like I could be wrong, and let me know what you guys think, because I honestly don't know much about the mechanics behind the game. So, I could totally be completely off the mark with this. Yeah, that works a little bit better, but I do think that reducing the weight seems to have improved it, but I also went a different direction as well, so who the heck knows? I feel like I need a wheel right on the front. Like, see, how do I keep getting stuck like this? This is so weird. If the wheels can move, then how does it get you into a spot where you can't move? That's the part I don't get. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I moved it, and I need to get back into my little driving seat here before it decides to go all wonky on me. Alright, my concern is that with the problem I'm having with hills, that if I get down here, I'm not going to be able to get up on the hill over there where our new location is. That's the only other problem with this is there is a hill on the way to the base, not to mention that steep hill, which, yeah, is probably not going to happen with this cart thing, as persnickety as it's being about where it can and cannot traverse. I highly doubt we're going to be making it up that steep of a hill. Oh, come on, what are you doing? Really? Go. I'm not even going uphill, I'm going along the side, come on. Oh, whatever. It doesn't know where it wants to go. I'm just gonna let it go. Oh! Yeah. So, I don't have a bed anymore. So I think I'm gonna leave it on that note. Like, I'm not going to bother with that in case it doesn't actually work. So I'm gonna leave this until I get some more suggestions from people. Let me know what you guys think. What would be a solution around this particular predicament? So on that note, I think we're gonna wrap things up here. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.